I was almost done with this, and I hear the USPS guy running around. So my wheel spacers should actually be here today, so I can go ahead and put them on, see what this thing's gonna look like. Oh, there he is. You can see him. Here they are. Now these were not the cheapest, but they did come from Amazon, so hopefully they hold up. I've already checked a little bit. This is right, but the whole idea is to keep them hub centric so the load's not on the lugs, but this is wrong. I'm going to use them because I have them. I guess I'm going to look up, this will just work until I get wheels or I'll get a better set, but this is the problem. That shouldn't be able to wiggle around. It should be tight on this so that the load is actually here, just like the rotor, just like your wheel pretty much is. There's always some slop. Now the wheel side, it fits good. No moving around. You can twist it obviously, but up and down, left, right, it's in there. It's good. So I'll put a link in the description for these. They're gonna work. I don't recommend them though because of that. I made sure I got what was supposed to be hub centric, and this part is, but this part isn't. So they'll work for now. This is where my wheels are sitting right now. Now keep in mind there's no track bars on this, or there's no adjustable track bars on this. So the axles are both pulled over, and this is the back. So we'll see what it looks like with the spacers on, but it's already offset one way. It should be offset towards the driver's side. Doesn't look that bad. I take that back. Looks like the rear is going to be offset to the passenger side. And the track bar in the front should be the same angle as the steering, so it should be offset to the driver's side. Yeah. So front axle pulled over that way, rear axle's pulled over that way. But either way, we're going to slap these on and see what they look like. I figured it out. It's this stupid taper. The front doesn't stick out that far, so it doesn't hit. This is the right bore. So it might be good on the back if the the hub on the axle sticks out a little further. It should center up, but this bevel, that's what's got us here. Because when it's centered up, it looks about right. So it probably is just a little oversight on their part. Another thing is people complain about these a lot. So the cheaper ones definitely, and maybe these weren't really expensive, but they say with wheel spacers you're putting more load on the bearings and all your parts, and you are. But I've heard a lot of people say you just need to get more offset wheels. Whether you use a spacer or you put more offset in your wheel, you're putting more load on the bearings and the ball joints and everything. So it doesn't matter. Spacers or more offset, it's the same load. The scary part about the spacers is this could be failing. Now, I don't think you wouldn't know that. I would think that's going to start shaking like hell before it just comes apart. You know, before if the nuts are backing off, surely you'd pick that up. I would hope, maybe. If anyone has any stories with those failing and the wheel actually coming off, leave a comment. I'd like to know. Kind of like I thought, the back was another story. That sticks far enough out, so it is centered up, good to go. Front's just a little sketchy, but not too bad in the back. Got one side on, and oh man, does that make it look so much better. Wah, wah. That's freaking cool. Well, I'm going to slap the other two on that side, and then hopefully I can go for a run. It's been raining a little bit, so it's probably slicker than hell, but I haven't actually taken these off-road since I put it on. And now that I got enough room from that last video where I cut the fenders and the horrible rocker rot, so I went ahead and chopped this, got it out of the way, so I've got room to go play now. That's it for this video. Nothing too much. Hopefully a little information for anybody looking to buy these spacers or this type of spacer. They have some that don't have the hub centric at all. They work, I guess, but there's nothing to center them except for the lug nuts, and even, I mean, factory wheels, they've all got a hub for a reason. That centers it, that holds the weight, mainly for centering, but on something especially like this, when you're in the woods, you don't want it to be on the lugs, you want it to be on that hub. The lugs just hold the wheel to that. Well, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.